Hey y'all, it's Toya Taylor and I'm back with another video. This is the review for Tyler Perry's Sistas Season 6, Episode 2. The title of the episode is Full Circle Moments. Okay, we hop into the episode where we left off. Well, not necessarily where we left off. But they did show us a flashback of when Karen was going into the shop and then she tried to put the fire out. But she got smothered by the smoke. Now, after that, we didn't see no more Karen for the whole episode, which is not surprising. Clearly, I had a feeling that was gonna happen. So we're gonna have to catch back up on what happened to Karen on episode 3. So instead, they showed us Andy and Danny, and Andy was dropping Danny off from the bar because remember she was drunk. And she had done clown Preston and Mindy. She had done ordered 50 lemon drinks from the bartender, Tina, whatever her name is. I think it's Tina. I've been saying Trina, but I believe that it's Tina. I'm gonna have to go back and listen. But either way, y'all, she had to catch a ride from Andy because they wouldn't let her drive, remember? So, as they driving in the car, they talking about a whole lot of nothing. And Danny brings up Gary. And basically this circus act between him, Andy, and his donkey. Let Danny tell it. Y'all. So, I'm not even finna go into all of that because it was really it was a long conversation about nothing. They really could have gave us a better scene. But when Danny got dropped off, she walked into her house. When she unlocked the door, walked in, went into the kitchen, opened her empty ass refrigerator to nothing but her wine bottles and water. So I'm guessing that she grabbed some water. Or it might have been a club soda or something like that. I mean, it looked like a beer bottle, but I'm like, okay, if Danny already drunk, why would she be going to go grab some beer? I thought about it, but I'm like, it gotta be something else, like a club soda, maybe, something to simmer her stomach down. Either way, what caught my eye the most about the scene is that Danny ain't got nothing in that damn refrigerator. Now, maybe it's a part of her weight loss journey. Because I do know that her character has been struggling with her weight and stuff. So maybe it got something to do with that. Either way, y'all, thank God she did go to the refrigerator to grab what I suppose was a bottle of club soda. Because by the time she turned around, y'all, Vienna Sausage, yes, the drunk that she met at the airport, him, the maniac, the what-ist, R.A.P., yeah, the rest. Now, he's standing right there in the kitchen, y'all. Now, God works in mysterious ways, and he is always on time. Amen. Because Danny was standing there with that glass bottle in her hand, and she was able to pop them right across his head with it. Because you could tell she was trying to think fast like the first time. It was like deja vu. Honestly, it was. And then, especially whenever he got her down on the floor in the same position, trying to choke her, in the same position that he was, yeah. I'm like, Danny done got herself caught back up in the mist with this weirdo. Now, I don't know how he got in the house. I'm thinking in my head, I hope the landlord didn't let him in the same way she let Preston in back in season, 2, 3, whichever one. Whenever Preston and Danny was just getting to know each other. And I spoke on it back on one of my videos. And I said, I don't believe that the landlord would have did that. I don't believe she would have just let Preston into somebody's home, one of her tenants' home, with, basically no legal rights to do so. If he would have been the same skin color as mine. I did say that. I did. Now, that's what made me believe that maybe it wasn't the landlord, okay? Because Vienna got the same skin color as mine. Y'all, I'm just saying. Now, I don't know. He might have bust the window. He might have picked the lock. Okay? Ain't no telling what he did. But either way, Vienna is in there and they resting her on the floor. Now, he trying to choke her again. Looked like he was trying to, RAP her again, So, I'm just like, please, Preston, come back to this door. Because all in the midst of that whole time, Preston outside. He walk up to the door now while they wrestling and tussling on the floor. And Preston, he get ready to knock at the door. But then he hear all of that wrestling and tussling. I'm guessing that he thought she was in there having sex. I'm guessing that's what he thought there was a sound of sex. But really it was the sound of Danny trying to save her own life from this creep ass criminal that has broken into her home just to abuse her and probably try to KILL her this time. But Preston don't know that. So he like, damn, she in there with somebody. Whole time. Yeah. This is her aggressor that she's in there with. Trying to fight him off. So, Preston, hold on, excuse me, y'all. Let me move my mic closer just in case. Because I really forgot to do a sound check before I started this video. But, back to the subject. Preston, he left. But he didn't leave all the way. He got in his car. And he waited for a little while. He was just, contemplating and basically, trying to figure out what he should do. Now, thankfully, he made the right decision. And he circled back. And Preston bust through that door. He must have grabbed Vienna's sausage up off of Danny and started beating the up out of that man. Seriously. And then next thing you know, Preston got him down on the ground. He got the kicking him all in his back. Then here come Danny getting up, kicking him all in his chest. I'm like, they done tag team him. That's what I'm talking about. Now, after the guy started wiggling away, trying to wiggle away, Preston grabbed Danny because Danny was steady trying to, beat on him, whatever. Preston grabbed Danny. Told her, I got you. You ain't got to worry about it no more. I got you. So, y'all, I'm thinking in my head, y'all just gonna let him wiggle away? If y'all don't get y'all ass up, y'all can hug and kiss and do all that later. Right now, y'all need to make sure this motherfucker don't go nowhere before the cops get here. Nah, don't let him get away. Shit, close that door, lock it, tie his up, do whatever you gotta do to hold him down before the cops get here. He needs to be put up. Period. His actions, unacceptable. And I'm just thankful that Preston was placed there at the right time in order to save Danny. Now, moving right along. Okay, over here at the penthouse with these two clowns, We got Andy walking in. She's getting off work. No, not getting off work. She's leaving. I mean, she's back home from dropping Danny off after checking on her before she left work. Now, she walked into the door to a butt-naked Gary laying on the bed covered in rose petals. Were they red and yellow, to be exact? Y'all, Gary looked like the damn clown that he is. And Andy, I guess she trying to put her pee down for a minute. You know what the pee is. Yeah, she trying to put that down for a minute. Girl, stop. Because I guarantee you, it ain't going to be down for long. I guarantee you. Like, no. Because Andy, she tend to get flattered by Gary just way too easily. And I understand that he, create a whole nother upscale lifestyle for you. And that is flattering. So I don't get why you keep playing these games. Why do you keep allowing him back in if you really don't want the man? Like, either you gonna want him and you gonna try it out again just so that he can make you look like more of a clown than he did the first time, or you gonna leave it alone completely. Because all this allowing him to get a key to the penthouse, allowing him to come in and do, leave and go as he please. Now he calling it home. Like his name on the deed. And let's not forget, Andy, that he's trying to sue you for this very same home. Okay? Please let's not forget that. Because it seems like you just not staying mindful of it at all. And you coming in playing like everything is okay, that Gary is here. He's using the key as he should to come and go as he please. This is his home too. He paid for it. Even though he told me that it's all mine. It's in my name. But I guess I'll share it with him. Although I would like for you to sleep in the guest room. Why he can't go home? What do you mean sleep in the guest room? Like, clearly. I feel like, what if you had plans? That hinders your plans now because he's in the guest room. What if, say, somebody that you probably wanted to see too hit you up and was like, hey, I'm in town. Can I swing by? Da-da-da. Y'all know how Tyler Perry be writing it. What if Robin wanted to come by just to say hi? Oh, now you got to explain that Gary's in the guest room. Because y'all know Andy gon' let her right hand know what her left hand doing all the time. She's just that. I don't want to call it dingy because I don't want to hurt anyone's feelings. But I just feel like Andy is just that naive or vulnerable. Is probably a better way to say it. She's just that vulnerable that she will let her left hand know what her right hand doing. And that's why she get caught up in these traps. Now, Gary, he's on his way to the guest room. And Andy, she done took her ass to sleep. So we're going to move right along. Okay, Preston is still at Danny's trying to help her clean up the mess. She's telling him to leave. He don't have to do it. And so he just wants to explain to her that, he was about to leave. before he came back because he wanted to confront the guy that he saw her with. So I'm guessing that Preston was already parked outside and he seen he might have seen Vienna Sausage go into Danny's place, but didn't know that didn't know that it was break-in, He thought maybe that this was somebody that Danny told to meet me at my place after she left him and Mindy at the bar. Now, because it sounded like Preston said the guy I seen you with. So, I'm guessing that he seen the guy. I don't know. Either way, he was there to confront him or whatever. So, that's why he said that he glad that, my bad y'all, the mailman came outside. Sorry, it had distracted me. But anyways, that's why Preston came back, basically. Now, he's glad that he did because he was able to save her out of the shit that she was tied up in with the Vienna Sausage. Now, the Vienna Sausage is booked into the jail. And Preston said he's going to stay with Danny. And Danny was telling him to leave. She was like, what about Mindy? Like, no. And he said, Mindy know where my heart is. Mindy know that I love you. And you know what she said? She said that you also love me. But yet and still, Mindy at the hotel, waiting on you to come back. Y'all, what's wrong with Mindy? Somebody please explain it to me. Because Preston is talking as if this is normal. Like, this girl she caught a whole flight to Atlanta from wherever she from. They said it, but I forgot. She done caught a whole flight out here to be with you after you done asked this girl to marry her. And you gave her the ring that you just tried to give to this other girl that you really in love with. Then she find this out while she's out at dinner in Atlanta with you. No sooner she got in town. I mean, it's like Mindy is just a bit too understanding for me. Like, oh my goodness. I get what Danny mean when she say, like, I've never, like, this is just weird. Like, y'all people are weird. But honestly, it ain't just those people. You know? Because I've seen it happen. I've seen it happen in real life time. To all types of people. Yeah. And so, I just wouldn't be the one to be putting up with no sleazy stuff like that at all. I don't care how good you want to slice the pie, Preston. This ain't that. Now, moving right along. So, then he went on to let Preston stay. Now, over there at Sabrina's place, Calvin and came by to let Sabrina know that Maurice done shot Q. Yeah. And he could possibly go back to jail. Now, Sabrina, she is distraught, is the word that I'm looking for right now. You know, like, she like, why does this keep happening? Because Maurice keep trying to take matters into his own hands. That's why this keep happening. Same way he felt like he could be the hero and agree with Calvin to let Q move in. And then now Q done got him to overtalk himself, playing too much. And done recorded him saying that y'all had something to do with the robbery. And that everybody was in on it. Yeah, taking matters into his own hands. Had he would not been trying to be the hero from the start and let Q move in just because of some sad story that he told them at dinner of what happened to him when he was a kid, and how old this man is, and y'all fell for that, baby. I would have told Q to go get some therapy and lock my door right behind him. Baby, I ain't playing the type of games. Now, that's just one strike. After that, whenever Maurice get out of jail, I on bond, let's not forget, with bruh man money. Yeah. You ain't even out on bond on your own expense. Like, this is on someone else's expense. So, I'm trying to figure out, why did you feel like you had to put matters into your own hands and fly your ass down there to the airport to go get your keys back? When you can easily call the police. This is a stolen vehicle. Clearly. They could have got your keys back. Oh, but no, you had to take matters into your own hands. And so, Maurice don't want to listen to nothing nobody got to say. And this is why I honestly kept saying that if I was Sabrina and Bruh Man, I wouldn't have dealt with that in the first place. Because I guarantee you, Maurice would have handled that situation a whole lot more mature, more legal, more in a matter that makes sense, not rolling up to somebody's job, trying to fight somebody, wrestle somebody with a gun for your keys back. Like, that makes no sense at all. Especially whenever they done took way more than just your keys. Bruh. Yeah. It's gonna take more than just a fight to get these things back. What is wrong with you? And so, I've been saying that I bet you if Maurice would have bonded himself out of jail, he would have handled that situation the way it should have been handled. Yeah. He wouldn't have played around with his own money like that, but, oh, this rich African. Mm-hmm. You know, Maurice try to brag on Bruh Man every chance he get in front of Calvin. Yeah, so he playing games. And Sabrina gonna have to take the fall for it the same way she had to take the fall for it the first time. Y'all, I'm gonna move right along on it, because come to find out, Maurice is telling Sabrina that, because I believe Maurice stayed the night. I don't know, because I believe it's the next day at breakfast, because you know Maurice ain't got no bed over there. Q done took that too. Yeah. He ain't got a way to warm up his food. I guess he can warm it up on the stove, oven, but they done took the microwave. You know, they took the TVs, the couch, everything, cleaned them out. Period. Now, so I'm guessing that's why he's staying with Sabrina. So at breakfast, after breakfast, he gonna tell Sabrina that he going to the hospital to go and confront Q again. Yeah, talking about he going to go check on his man. I'm like, Maurice, he ain't taking it serious enough for you to be putting up that much money to bond him out of jail. He not taking it serious enough at all. It's sickening. But we're gonna move right along. Zach is trying to cook Fatima breakfast in bed, but unfortunately she has to get to work early today. So she's rushing off. And he talks about his son that he, wants to go. He want to call Heather today, and he want to go and see little Michael. And so he asked Fatima if she want to come. Fatima was like, well, yeah, if you can wait till I get off work, then yeah, cool. And she was like, you know what, never mind. Go ahead and go check on him, because what if something is really wrong? I'm guessing that it's her, intuition telling her that something may be wrong with little Michael. And so Zach, he was like, I'm a caller. I'm a caller or whatever. So Fatima, she rushed off to work. And Zach, he hops on the phone to call Heather. And so Heather, she's just now getting off work. And it's early in the morning. So little Michael is still asleep. And so she told him that he can come by around 3. And if she want to see him, she was like, yeah, I said if you give me this money, then you can come and see him anytime. So just come by 3 o'clock, because I need some sleep. And so Zach had got, he's curious to know who's watching his child. So he was like, who's watching him while you at work? And she said, well, my sister watches him whenever I work at night, and I watch him and I got him in the daytime while she work. And so Zach was like, but you just said you finna go to sleep. And she said, well, he got his tablet, his toys, and his TV. And plus the door is locked, so he can't get out. And Zach was like, whatever, I'll be over there. Yeah, because it sound like you need to be over there like ASAP though. It sound like you should have been over there 3 years ago. Ain't little Michael 3? Yeah. Because anything can happen. I understand you need your rest because you work night shift, but I'm sure you make enough money to also get a babysitter throughout the day so you can get your rest. Why isn't that happening, And I mean, now since you know who the father is, thank God he's stable enough to step in and help now. And I appreciate Zach for doing that. So, and another thing I want to say, Heather is very beautiful. Like, that is a beautiful woman. I must say, that girl is beautiful. And she was giving me Yvette vibes, y'all. Shout out to baby boy. Goodness gracious, she was giving Yvette vibes without the Jody. Without the Jody, though. But, y'all, I forgot the character that Snoop Dogg played. But, either way, she sure had him up in them. She sure had him up in there for sure. So I guess that was the Jody. But anyways, y'all, either way, it was really giving those baby boy vibes whenever Zach called Heather on the phone. But anyways, y'all, moving right along to the next scene. Preston wakes Danny up because she got to get to work. And he also informed her that the Vienne sausage, he burned out last night. So clearly he must be plugged in. And y'all, I'm thinking he might be plugged in with Logan. Yep. Because it's mighty funny to me that they both met Danny at the airport. So who knows? But Preston said he's staying out tonight because he ain't finna take no chances with this dude. And I don't blame him. This dude was in your apartment when you came home. You still don't even know how he got in. No, I'm not taking them type. Honestly, I don't even understand why they both want to stay there. They need to lock up, take anything valuable out of there just in case he want to break in again. Definitely get you a Ring camera. That way you can watch the house from the phone. And go to a hotel for, a few days, about a week or whatever until this simmer down. That's what I would suggest. But either way, Danny, I believe she gonna let Preston stay. And y'all, if the Vienna come back, Preston, he better get ready to give him that hillbilly business, okay? I'm moving right along. Hating on the phone with Gary, telling him about Tamara again. And Gary, he feel like Tamara, he feel like, something off with this. Because Tamara ain't really the type that, I guess he feel like Tamara a bit above Hayden's league, basically. So it's kind of a bit too good to be true right here. Like, she really want to, be with you. She really taking you serious. You show this about you or about your money. That's how Gary looking at it. So Hayden, he really not trying to hear, because he was like, where you at right now? He said at the penthouse. He said, yeah, the place that you bought for Andy. And you want to tell me, that I'm the one that's, however he put it. But either way, y'all, Hayden had a point. Hayden had a point right there. He had a point. But after that, when they hung up the phone, here come Andy walking up, y'all, and they talked about the same old. And like I said, I am not about to get back into the circus act with them on this season. Not this season. I won't. Moving right along. Okay, so now we see Tamara and Hayden. They blowing their hot breath all over one another, y'all. And she still got him wrapped in her clutches. And I really don't even know what she's still working for, because I thought that the job was complete. I guess she's still working because she don't want him to start back following Fatima around, trying to interfere with her and Zach. So I'm guessing that even after she did what she was supposed to do, which was run Heather off from the child support attorney. Yeah. Then I'm guessing that she was still supposed to stay with Hayden just so that he can now just be a distraction, so that he won't be trying to mess with Zach and Fatima, what they got, But, that's the only way I can make sense of it. That's the only way I can make sense of it. Because the job is done, but Heather is still working. So she feels like she can get a bigger bag out of Hayden. She want to get this job at the law firm. So she called Fatima up. And y'all, Fatima asked, who is this? I said, now, just last season, she was your girl that you had for Hayden. That your cousin put her on the job to take down Hayden. And you mean to tell me you ain't got her number saved in your phone? I guess not, y'all, because she sure asked who this is. And Tamara told her, she was like, look, I still got him wrapped around my finger. And if I play my cards right, this could be a much bigger bag. So Fatima was like, that's not what the job. She was like, my cousin put you on this job for you to do one thing and one thing only. So, you cannot work at this law firm, basically, bottom line. And, Tamara ain't trying to hear, because Tamara, she going to do what she want to do anyway. And then she got the nerve to ask Fatima. She was like, okay, I got you. But I wanted to ask you about the pay. Y'all, how long have you been working? You mean to tell me you just now asking her about the pay? I'm sorry, but I would have made sure that even if I'm going to get paid after the job, because I would prefer to get paid before, at least give me majority of my money before. But if I was to agree with getting paid afterwards, it's gonna have to be a real agreement. It's gonna have to be something that we have sat down and talked about and agreed on together, even if it's written, verbally, however the case may be. It's gonna have to be a real agreement. No. You sound like a little 16-year-old that's just not getting her first job. You know, and getting paid under the table by her boss. And so here come Friday, she want to go to the club because she sees something going on, and she was, she's hoping that she get paid today, but she really don't know because it haven't been really talked about, because she ain't really get all her information together before she just started working, because she was just too excited that she had her first job. So now she's sneaking into the boss's office asking, excuse me, boss. Can I have a word with you? I wanted to ask you about my pay. That's what that sounds like. Like, that's exactly what Tamara was giving on the phone with Fatima. So, when she hung up with Fatima, she said, no, bitch. I'm finna take him for all he got. Regardless of what you say. In other words. And I'm just thinking in my head, baby, what all do Hayden got? Especially to be, I guess, going against the grain on Madam. Because I'm sure that after hearing about what goes on, because I don't watch All Queens Men, but after hearing about what goes on the show, I'm sure that she wouldn't mind unaliving you. And it's just like, what all do Hayden got that's that serious for you to go against the grain on someone that don't mind unaliving you? It's crazy to me. But moving right along. Okay, now we down to the last scene, y'all. And I did not mean for this review to get this long, but y'all know I barely get to talk to y'all because I be working full time. So, I barely get to get on here. So, whenever I do, I just be wanting to talk to y'all. But anyway. So, last scene, y'all. Ava done called Pam. And she finally get her scene outside the shop. Okay? So she gotta do what it do. Now, I'm trying to think in my head, why did Aaron call Pam for one? Because he usually would just pull up at the shop. Whenever he come down and he want to bring lunch, or he want to say hi, him want to ask, can I see you after work? Or just for any little thing, Aaron will pull up and pop up at their shop for any little thing. Now today, you mean to tell me you haven't been by the shop yet? But you calling around? That's just, it seemed out of the ordinary. So, I don't even understand why it was written that way, because it's out of the ordinary. Because usually Aaron would have been by their shop already. Especially if he done text Karen, he done called, he done did all these. And then he got the nerve to say, you know what, I don't even know why I called you. Hell, I don't either. Just go by the shop like you been doing. Mr. Pop-Up King. Yeah, just do that. So, Pam, she on the phone playing around with Aaron. And so, whenever she hung up with Aaron, before she could hang up the phone, she realized, because she was like, okay, he was like, after he seen Karen last night and she said she was going to go check on the shop or whatever. And so, after she before she hung up with Aaron, she was like, oh, the salon. Because she thought about whenever she was on the phone when she sent Karen the picture and the red light was still on, and then had the nerve to tell Karen that, I thought that mean that it was cooling off. The curling out was cooling off. Pam, how long you been working at the salon? How long have you been an assistant at a beauty salon? I just want to know this. You don't even have to work at a beauty salon to know that the red light means that the power is on. And that's pretty much on anything that has a red light whenever you plug it in. So what in the... Pam. So, honestly, I feel like Karen should have... I'm going to say that for another video. Because this video has already gotten too long. We already at 40 minutes and I'm finna hang it up. So, I'm going to save all that commentary on what Karen should have did on another video that I drop. But Pam done realized that she done fucked around and fucked up. Okay? Yeah. So she hung up the phone with Ava real quick. So y'all know she pushing that gas, alright? She hitting 85, 90 or better on her way to that salon right now. Because she remembering in her head, last time she heard from Karen, she was on her way to that salon to go check on them curling irons that she had done left on. That Pam had done left on. Yeah. So y'all, I'm gonna come right back with the next video speaking on the trailer for this upcoming week's episode. And until then, thank y'all for watching. This is your girl Toya Taylor. If you have not subscribed to my channel, please go ahead and do so. Also hit that notification bell button so you know when I come through with more videos. Until next time, I hope y'all have a great day. Peace.